A young girl was taking photos at her parents' grave as a memento when she accidentally witnessed a murder. She inadvertently captured the killer's face when she pressed the shutter. While the killer was disposing of the body, Anna quickly ran away. But when she reached the road, her uncle who had driven her there was nowhere to be found. Anna immediately sensed something was terribly wrong and hurried back to the cemetery. There, she found her uncle talking to the killer, asking about her whereabouts. Anna shouted a warning, but it was too late. As the killer prepared to eliminate Anna, he noticed the camera in her hands. Taking advantage of his momentary hesitation, Anna turned and fled. She arrived at a wooden cabin where the owner, Jack, started to ask what was wrong. But before he could help, a bullet struck his ankle with deadly precision. Seeing the approaching killer, Jack quickly shut the door and loaded his gun with the only 2 bullets he had left. When the killer burst through the door, Jack fired a shot, but missed due to the distance. Both were injured, creating a tense standoff where neither dared to make a move. Jack threatened to call the police, but the cunning killer picked up the phone and discovered the line wasn't connected. The killer offered to leave if Jack would hand over Anna. Looking into Anna's innocent eyes, Jack thought of his son who had recently died in an accident. He firmly decided to protect her. Anna brought a first aid kit and treated Jack's wound. Then Jack asked her to bring a light bulb, a towel, and a glass of water. He wrapped the bulb in the towel, crushed it, and sprinkled the shards on the staircase. After finishing this trap, he took a satisfying sip of water. Upon learning about Anna's situation, Jack told her to wrap the camera film in plastic and hide it in the toilet tank. The killer lost his patience and fired shots to intimidate them. A rookie patrol officer heard the gunshots and, eager to prove himself, approached the cabin alone without calling for backup. The killer remained calm, putting on a mask. When knocking sounded at the door, he pulled the trigger without hesitation. Jack, seeing the officer get shot, urged Anna to escape through the back window while the killer was distracted. But Anna made noise as she jumped out, drawing the killer's attention. He limped after her, firing at Anna as she tried to climb back into the room until his magazine was empty. When the wounded officer caught the killer's attention, the killer, grateful for the gun the helpful officer had provided, tied him up and broke all 10 of his fingers with a hammer. He then pressed a gun to the officer's head to threaten Jack into surrendering Anna. The officer's agonizing screams filled the house until a gunshot rang out and his body was pushed outside. After that, the killer went silent. Jack guessed he had fled, fearing police reinforcements, but to be safe, he told Anna to hide in the bathroom while he cautiously went downstairs. Seeing the empty first floor, Jack sighed with relief, until he stepped on a pair of boots. He quickly realized he'd been tricked and rushed outside, but the killer had already climbed to the second floor using a ladder. Due to copyright restrictions, this is all we can show you of this movie called Standoff.